Hello, and welcome back to our Curator's Choice series at New College Library. Today, we'll be looking at one of New College's 7 books of hours, MS 371. These devotional books, dedicated to the Virgin Mary, were designed to guide medieval Christians through prayers at specific times of day, known as the canonical hours. Each book typically begins with a calendar, marking feast days in gold or red, a tradition that gave us the term Red Letter Day. The saints included in the calendar can give us a clue as to where it was made. In MS 371 here, the calendar includes saints associated with the dioceses of Utrecht and Munster. The calendar, script and decoration suggest this particular book was crafted between 1460 and 1480 in the northern Netherlands. It was likely produced in a monastery, potentially the Benedictine monastery of Selwood in Groningen, as urban convents, mostly housing women, produce the majority of surviving books of hours. Many books of hours, like this one, are small and portable, suitable to be at your side to guide you through your prayers every 3 hours of the day. Before the 14th century, these books were more or less exclusive to religious communities. However, with the rise in devotion to the Virgin Mary, they were produced on a larger scale and became popular among lay people, making them the bestsellers of their day. Often highly decorated and elaborate, they were typically commissioned by wealthy patrons, meant to be treasured family heirlooms passed down through generations. Some initials and miniatures in this book show signs of wear, such as this beautiful decorated initial of Christ, with the face rubbed away, evidence of the devout practices of its owners. This kind of wear and tear is not uncommon in books of hours, as devout owners would have touched or kissed the images as a form of reverence. MS 371 is by no means one of the most richly decorated books of hours around, but it would have featured a miniature or illuminated initial at the start of each text. You can see a stub here between the pages where one of the initials has unfortunately been cut out. Like the other initials in this book, it was probably decorated with gold and beautiful penwork, making it valuable to collectors. Latin was the traditional language for this kind of devotional text, but many books of hours, particularly in the Netherlands, were written in the vernacular, Bindel Dutch. This choice made the prayers and psalms accessible to lay people who couldn't read Latin. The most exciting part of this manuscript for me isn't the decoration, but the personal touches left behind by its owners. As books of hours are often kept in lay people's homes and passed down through families, they often contain notes and signs of use. Here, we can see the 10 Commandments added in after the main text, and notes on watery zodiac signs. The end leaves record the births of Maria van Selbach and Roloff van Münster's children from 1530 to 1538. Catharina, Rolf, John, Dirk, Agnes and David. It also includes the names of their godparents, such as Maria's father Johann van Selbach, the Drost of Drenthe and Castellan of Coevorden, and her mother Jutta Schmulling. All the names point to the provinces of Drenthe and Groningen and what was then the Duchy of Cleves in the border area between the Netherlands and Germany. Maria van Selbach, born around 1510, grew up in Terborg and later moved to Coevorden with her family. After her marriage to Roloff van Münster, the couple eventually settled in Loppersum in Groningen. Agnes van Münster, one of their daughters mentioned in the book, married Johann de Mepsche around 1561, a notorious Groningen heretic hunter and a staunch Catholic supporter of the Spanish monarchy during the Dutch Revolt. This last note in the book traces its journey through the hands of the women in the family. It reads, "This book is left as inheritance to Lady Agnes van Münster's daughter, Mary de Mepsche, and further to Egbert Clant and Beatrix van Eersum, who gave the same to their daughter, Mary Catherine Clant, on the 4th of April, 1639. While being a beautiful devotional object, MS 371, like many books of hours, can also give us a glimpse into the private lives and piety of lay people in the notes and marks they left behind on the page.